So
Yeah.
start, bench, or cut. A rude parent, a rude student, or a rude colleague, and why?
Woo.
You probably experienced all three of these.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh my God. Okay. Start. I would start a rude student
Okay.
because with the rude student, there's always something deeper going on. And that's with every person in general. But with
Mm,
a kid, like as a teacher, I'm like primed to like question like
hmm.
why did that like when a student behaves a certain way, it's really a form of communication for them.
Yes. They have some need that's not being met.
Right?
Hmm. I
So
agree.
it's just about trying to understand like what are they really trying to communicate, like maybe they're not old enough or they don't have the tools to really say what they mean to say. So I'm always here for the rude student, like
Hmm.
we are gonna figure each other out.
Now, the
uh
colleague or the parent,
Woo,
who's gonna go on a bench that's still on the team, or who's gonna get cut? Like, get out my door, get off the team.
man, that's really hard.
Tough one, right? Tough.
I want to say I guess I would cut the rude colleague. I'm gonna
Mm,
cut the rude colleague because we are in this thing together. We are in this profession together. I know everyone comes into teaching or whatever profession for different reasons, but with teaching, like really we have an ultimate goal, or like a common goal.
hmm.
So if you're not with that, we're not going to be okay. You can get out. There's not, I found that it's really, really hard, like with fellow teachers and colleagues in the building to like you're either with it or you're not, and I
Hmm.
find that the most challenging thing. Like it's much harder to get a colleague who doesn't get it to get it.
Yeah.
With a parent, I'll bench them.
Yeah.
I'll bench them because they're the ones that scare me the most, in full transparency.
Hmm.
But I don't know, we have a mutual love of their kid. Like there's some common ground there.
Yeah. A lot of times I feel like parents are coming from, most of the time they're coming from the place of trying to support their kid as
Yeah.
best as they can. You know, sometimes their approach may be off, but I do think at the core of it is they're just trying to fight and advocate for their child. So you can respect that as a teacher.
Yeah.
But as a colleague, I would agree with you. I think rude colleagues, we're all in this fight and it's not an easy career or job. So we should not definitely be rude to each other because we're all
Yeah.
on the same team, really trying to serve the same purpose.
Exactly.
You know?